making fine money, but this is my dream. I want this to be stable.
You're smarter than that.
You're not the guy to walk away and walk off. Yes, we're the Shark Tank. We're not the charity tank.
On Shark Tank, it sometimes seems apparent to the sharks which deals are the best for business, but as time has proven, sometimes they should have made a deal instead of dismissing a product. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today.
Hey, before we get into the video, be sure to enter our brand new giveaway. We'll be giving away any of these items. It's your choice. To enter the giveaway, leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, turn on notifications, and most importantly, watch the whole video. It's that simple.
8. Rocketbook.
So crazy that you can get millions in sales by nuking a notebook in a microwave.
For a long time, notebooks were the preferred way to take, well, notes, but also could be used as a journal to help store information, etc. But once the paper was all used up, you had to store it and get a new one, which could be a hassle. Well, Jake Epstein and Joe LeMay came onto Shark Tank with their idea of the Rocketbook, a digital notebook of sorts that would allow you to write whatever you wanted and then put it in the microwave in order to erase everything. No, really, they did that on the show to prove its potential. Unlike many who came onto Shark Tank, they proved that people wanted this item, as they went and did 2 million in them before coming onto the show. For whatever reason though, the sharks just weren't interested, likely because they felt that in this digital world, having such a notebook was irrelevant. Which is understandable to an extent, but it was an opinion that would backfire on them big time. Because they didn't account for the 10 million sales they would be getting after the episode aired, a phenomenon that is referred to as the Shark Tank effect. They took that initiative to remake the Rocketbook into the Everlasting Notebook, which got 2.5 million in support from backers, and then it went on to Amazon, where it became their best-selling notebook of 2016. Doesn't seem so irrelevant now, does it? 7. Chef Big Shake.
I'd be buying more into you because you're a great guy than buying into the business. I'm out.
Food is a pretty popular thing that is taken to Shark Tank, believe it or not. And people from all over come to make suggestions in regards to what could be the next big food trend, such as shrimp burgers. No, I'm not kidding you, shrimp burgers. People all over actually do enjoy burgers that are made out of shrimp apparently. And one of these guys is Sean Davis, aka Chef Big Shake. Went to the Shark Tank to help show off his specially made shrimp burgers, and even these hungry sharks couldn't deny that this was quality food. The problem with the pitch was very common, which is often a sign of a lack of business sense, something very common on Shark Tank. So none of the sharks made an offer that filled his need. But after the episode aired, a group of people from Davis's hometown came together to make him an offer that far outpaced what the sharks offered. And because of that, his stuff is found in 800 stores across the US, and now it's up to 2,500. That's a massive jump in only a few years' time. Another jump that happened was his profits, as he went from getting around $30K a year for his burgers to getting over $5 million annually. They say victory tastes sweet, but I think in this case it tastes like shrimp. 6. Kodiak Cakes.
Kodiak Cakes is a flapjack and waffle mix. It's unique because it's made with 100% whole grains.
Sometimes people come on to Shark Tank really needing help, and they know that they can make things work if they just get the backing. But the sharks aren't willing to bend, such as when Joel Clark went to Shark Tank to pitch his business Kodiak Cakes. What made this such a heartwarming story was that his business was inspired by his mother, who for a long time would actually go door to door in order to sell people her pancake recipe. Him and his brother were inspired by this and thus opened up a business where they sold not only her recipe, but other products that had a similar homemade quality to them. They ran the company for over a decade, but weren't getting what they want to, no matter what they tried or whatever deals they made. So they went to the sharks. But the sharks weren't buying what they were selling. Kevin O'Leary even called their products a commodity. They didn't believe that the brothers had sold about $3.6 million worth of products that year. So they didn't give him a good offer, which they are surely regretting now. Because if you head to 2018, you'll find that not only did the brothers get a bunch of sales over the years since Shark Tank, their annual sales are over $100 million. Think about that, $100 million for a commodity. That's what the sharks said it was. That's a valuable commodity. And you know that their mother is looking upon them with love and a smile. 5. Zero Shoes.
Barefoot is not always appropriate. That's why I developed Zero Shoes, original barefoot wear.
Let's be honest, Shark Tank gets a lot of weird pitches from people. And sometimes if you don't see the appeal in it, why would you back it? For example, when Lita Phoenix and Steven Sanchin came on to pitch their Zero Shoes line, you could see why the Sharks weren't impressed at first. These two were self-proclaimed long-haired hippies, and they made a line of shoes that made you feel like you were walking around in bare feet, but having more covering you. This was done via special materials that made you feel lightweight and not boxed in like regular shoes. It's hard to picture, yes, but they were clearly in the know about what their shoes could do, which is why they said their product line was worth $5 million. That's a lot, and because of this, only one of the Sharks even attempted to make an offer. And it was much less than Lita and Steven wanted, so they left. By 2015, thanks again to the Shark Tank effect, the duo sold over 1.5 million products. And in 2017, they grossed $5.2 million in profits. And with new ideas and concepts in their Zero Shoes line, those profits are destined to rise even higher. Bet the Sharks wish they didn't tell these two to get stepping. 4. Hycon LLC.
Hello, my name is Jeff Stroop. I'm the owner of Hycon LLC.
Jeff Stroop was a guy who wanted to help people with his product, which is a very nice gesture when you think about it. But truthfully, his item would actually save lives when it went into production. He made a special fire hose and attachment that would actually allow firefighters to latch on the hose to a fire hydrant in a quicker amount of time than they were right now with their current attachments. Anyone who has dealt with fires before knows that seconds factor into how deadly a fire can be and how quickly it can be put out. His journey to Shark Tank was so that he could expand his reach and, by extension, help more people. Here's the twist. Shark Mark Cuban made an offer to Jeff, a very good one, and Jeff accepted. But once the show was over and the deal was made to be finalized, it didn't work out. However, this was a blessing in disguise. For once he was free of the deal, he was able to build up the company his way, and the Shark Tank effect helped him to get his product out there to more people without having Cuban's influence on the product. Cuban himself offered $1.25 million to buy out the whole company, as well as other benefits for Jeff. But now, Hycon LLC is worth many millions of dollars. So while it was nice that Cuban tried to help, he probably should have tried to help in a better way. Oh well, live and learn, Cuban. 3. Sell helmet.
Basically, the way it works is when you
I
purchase...
hate your business model so much. I have to punish you. I just don't know how.
It's a profitable venture.
Look at your cell phone right now. How many times have you dropped it? How many times have you had to replace your phone because you cracked your screen? Well, David Artuso and Mike Kane came up with a simple idea to fix it, or at the very least, make sure it was harder to break. They came up with Sell Helmet. This was a case that would encompass your phone and ensure your glass screen wouldn't crack without significant effort. But, just as important, they had a warranty system that would guarantee immediate fixes should something happen to the phone with a Sell Helmet on it. So not only were they making the product, they were promising to keep it functional should something go wrong with it. You'd think that this kind of customer service would be appealing to the Sharks, as it would show that they care about the customer even after the product is bought. But they weren't. They saw this warranty as a way to get scammed. Not to mention, there could be other big-name companies who could do this better without the warranty issues, and thus the duo were rejected. But not long after, investors rushed in to pick up what the Sharks wouldn't. And because of these offers, the Sell Helmet can be found in 3,000 stores across the US. In fact, it's fair to say that some of you watching this video right now either have the Sell Helmet or have an offshoot of it. So, don't knock kindness is the lesson here. It might cost you money. 2. Lip Bar.
Oh, have you built this?
It's actually being converted in Detroit right now.
Oh, that is such a bad idea.
Melissa Butler and Roscoe Spears didn't make a good first impression when they came onto Shark Tank. They made themselves look like fools a bit, even getting the Sharks to say out loud that their lipstick line was a bad idea. If you know the realm of beauty products, you know that there are many different brands, and each offers something different. And true to form, Lip Bar was a brand of high-quality products, and they had an interesting array of shades that actually did impress the Sharks. The problem, though, was that the ladies didn't have a very good business plan, which, again, is common on Shark Tank. Add to that, they had a marketing strategy that was still partly in development, which didn't impress the Sharks at all, so no good offers were made. That being said, some magazine people were watching that episode and contacted Melissa and Roscoe not long after. This allowed them to show off their lipstick line to various companies. One such company was Target, who now owns the line exclusively in their stores, which has made the ladies very rich and profitable. So while part of the blame was on the ladies, it was also the sharks' fault for not seeing what the potential of this could be in the right hands. 1. Doorbot.
Who's there?
It's Jamie.
Come in.
When Jamie Siminoff came to Shark Tank, he went and pitched the Doorbot. He labeled it as a new form of home security, and he was right, it was something new, for it would actually go in place of a doorbell, and when you tapped it, an image would be sent to your phone, tablet, or various other smart devices to let you know who was there without you having to peer outside of a peephole or window. Sound familiar? It should. But, as noted in the intro, the art of the deal is vital in Shark Tank, and Jamie wasn't the best prepared in terms of his numbers. So by the time he was done with his pitch, he only got one offer, and it wasn't the one he was hoping for, so he turned it down. After his appearance, though, Jamie got a ton of attention from outside investors, including the one and only Richard Branson. They all saw the potential in this device and knew they had to invest in it, so they did. Then, in February of 2018, Amazon, yes, that Amazon, decided to buy the company for $1 billion. It's now called Ring, and it's being used not just by many around the world, it's being shown off in various TV shows and commercials, including a string of Geico commercials and more. After the massive success of the Ring, one of the sharks actually noted that he was jealous that this happened without them, and he wished he had made a better offer. Yeah, given its success, you probably should have. Thanks for watching the video. Can you believe the luck and funding that some of these items got, despite the sharks not wanting to make a good deal for them? Which one of these stories was your favorite of the bunch? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.